Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hold on a second. Layout's a little bit scuffed. How did this happen? How dare you? Oh, now that just looks wrong. No, it's wrong. It's all wrong. There we go. That's better. There's like a tiny little slip. Very slightly peeved. Aha! There we go. Okay. Hello! Welcome to Bravely Default. Here's the deal, chat. I was not able to get much grinding done yesterday. A lot of shit happened. I did get a decent amount. We're at like, well, we were at 54, we're now 10 levels higher. Pretty good. Not going to be nearly enough. I need to fix people's jobs, actually. Hold on. Let me quickly... I fucking love the shift to grand ship music. It's super fun. I ended up having to put down the PlayStation. I forgot to message people. Oh my god. I forgot the single most important thing. That doesn't even involve the stream. I'll just talk and run my mouth while we're doing this. So, grinding in Bravely Default is pretty slow. And I cannot type and think and speak at the same time. Fucking. God. Give me like 20 seconds. I am so sorry. I was going through some shit this morning. Nothing major, just like got a lot on my plate at the moment. Okay, Discord, get out of here. All things are done and said. Also, it just occurred to me that this song's definitely done by the same team who did Xenoblade's soundtrack. I recognize that fucking "You Will Remember Our Names" riff. You sneaky little fucks. What was I saying? Right. Grinding in Bravely Default takes a lot of time. It's... Even with all of the, like, the buffs they give it for, like, speed, auto-battle, efficiency, bonuses, it takes a while. Especially if you are, just bad at this game in general, like I am. So, here's the deal, chat. We're gonna try and get to the next city. I'll take a crack at whatever boss pops up next. And after that, we're gonna grind for, like, an hour, maybe two. Because I think I need to change up the schedule so I can properly give this game the time it needs to breathe. Because I've been trying too hard to make this game move quickly because I'm worried about people not paying attention. Because God knows our fucking attention spans are falling apart. But the very least I could do is give it the love it deserves. Alright, welcome to Eternian. I forgot to change our classes. I did do a lot of work on classes. Edea has now mastered Knight. She's working on Swordmaster as we speak. I think I gave her some more time in Ranger. Not much. Nothing much happened. Just enough to take note. Ring a Bell, I was trying to get his speed up because as Summoner. Mastered Black Mage, finally. Learned this fucking move, which is insane. Enable group casting even for normally non-group cast magic. This does not apply to magic targeting yourself. So this means that buffs from the White Mage can now affect everybody. Very good. Very nice. Time Mage, Ranger, Summoner up to level 10. Yeah, he's pretty well versed. Agnes, a little bit more work in Freelancer. White Mage as well. Put her on Monk for a while, just because I felt like trying to brute force my way through on physical stuff alone did not work out well. Honestly, she hasn't diversified that much. She's decent, but nothing too crazy. And Tiz, who is, I think, very much higher level ninja than he was before, gotten a lot of better moves, and has almost mastered Ranger. I think I put him on Thief for a while. Yeah, he learned... What the fuck is this? Master Thief. Level success rate of stealing abilities? Fuck that. That's so boring. I also got him Sword Lore, so that way we can dual wield as the ninja, which is going to be insanely useful. So let's actually put him back on that. Gotta be careful with this. Because if I go to your ability... I didn't even give you the extra ones? Hold on. Give you Sword Lore, and then the bonus one. We can give you the extra 10% speed from Thief. Just because the more hits you land, the better off you are. Perfect. You need to go back on either Summoner or Black Mage. Probably Black Mage. The problem is that Summoner is so slow, he wasn't able to, like, wipe things out effectively. But if I put him on Black Mage, he was doing fine. Yes, White Mage is pretty decent on you. I would love it if you mastered that. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be better to put him on Red Mage so he's at least gaining levels in a job. Now we're running into a problem where characters are only really good with certain classes. But those classes are getting maxed, so it's like, how the fuck do we grind effectively? We can make this work. I'd rather you have the rod, honestly. Oh, also, can't believe this one completely slipped my mind. Anya's learned the best skill in the game, which allows you to make single target moves as effective on the entire group. This is stupidly good. Because a Cura move, which would only be like 300, goes to like 3 times that. So basically, we can spam Cura the entire fight on everyone and we'll be fine. Congratulations, we are now stupidly broken. I'm thinking everyone's fine. Oh, what is Edea's... I need to double-check secondary abilities, that's right. Piracy, good. Summoning, black-white magic, you don't really need that, do you? Okay, better idea. Combine that with the Healing Lore skill on Salve Maker. Yeah, this is good. Then, I don't know, free BP? You already got BP recovery. So now, not only does she do 3 times as much, she also does twice as much healing. So we can just spam the most basic healing spell the entire fight and we'll be fine. Yeah, that's what I want. Alright, we're gonna go kick this guy's ass, because I realized something while grinding here. This actually isn't the best area in the game. It's behind the town. Because, holy fuck, do these enemies suck. They are awful. Oh, I didn't save before this. Alright, all the more reason to win. Give us a quick taste of Fyra just to see where we stand. If I remember right, he had either 104 or 81,000, something along those lines. You just guard for now, and Tiz, you guard as well, because we're going to start setting you up for good turns.
Good luck.
Show us something nice, Edea. 3010. Okay, I can work with that. Let's see. Let's go for Shell Split. Okay, let's see how much this fucking does now. Yeah, you know, just a casual 3,000 for basically nothing. You know what, how about you give us another turn to work with? Just to be nice. Alright, this is gonna get stupid. Should be able to pop this, and then still land an attack for insane damage. I hope I'm doing this right. I think I'm doing it. Yeah! Haha! Oh, he didn't get to do shit. Alright, that's a problem. Damn it! He froze his. My boy! You can afford to hit a little bit harder than this. Come on. Let's top off my boy's health and then snap him out of it with a Suna. That doesn't cure stop? Uh-oh. What's the point of having a thing that cures all ailments if it doesn't cure all ailments? The fuck? I've been lied to. God, Ring a Bell just fucking burns through his MP. You know, maybe I shouldn't have spammed the most powerful spells on something when I had absolutely zero setup. Yeah, that might have been dumb. And then we pile on extra fire. Again with the stop. Yeah, I don't know why I expect her to suddenly have really good magic damage. That's fine. Fuck him up, Tease. Okay, and that's why we're playing it safe now. Honestly, I'm curious. How much does regular cure do here? That still does almost 2,000 health. God, that's disgusting. I love it. You keep it up, kid. His crit rate's solid. I'll give him that. Alright, Edea, shall we fuck this guy up finally now that you're back out of the clink? She's been in time jail for a hot minute. Stop freezing her. You fucking jerk. Go for a group heal here, see what we can make happen. Double crit, you'll love to see it. Just like that, all that hard work is basically gone. Oh my god, I forgot how much I missed epic group cats. Can't have that much health left. We've been taking off thousands per hit. How much fucking health do you have? My god, dude. Fuck it, I'll examine and see the life leave your eyes. 8,000. Okay, he's close. fact, I think he's actually dead right now. I got it. Aha! God, that is a drop in the bucket at this point. Jesus. There wasn't even fucking dialogue for it. Oh my god. Fine. Everything's fine. There are no problems. I'm not mad. I'm just vaguely disappointed. So welcome to Eternia.
I've another report, Lord Marshal.
They've broken the gates! They stood outside there for like 10 hours and suddenly they were crazy strong!
The Wind Vestal and 3 others have been sighted leaving that enormous vessel. They've already fought their way through Frost Peak Passage and are now approaching the city!
Oh no, what'll we do? Guess we'll just stand here and let them continue to get stronger. Also, yo, what's up? Happy to have you.
Have we received word from the forces deployed to the various lands?
I'm afraid there has been no reply from any quarter.
We have destroyed all of them.
Then there is no hope of reinforcements.
Shut the valve for the white magic cables.
The what?
Surely you don't mean that, Lord Marshal.
It could very well have a serious impact on those receiving treatments in the city.
There is naught else to do. Should the tower be destroyed, the linked cables place the Earth crystal in jeopardy. Order all defensive units to intercept the Wind Vestal at the 3 passages from the city.
Oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
Yes, your lordship.
Let me in. Welcome. Eternia, Land of Immortality.
So, Edea, this is the land of your birth.
It's fucking freezing out here.
It is.
Then how about a rundown of the popular dance?
Ring a bell, shut up.
Actually, I'd rather not. This city is unlike any I have seen before. It is a curious town indeed. Yet I hadn't noticed till I'd been away for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Edea, what are those stretching toward the city from up on that cliff over there?
Those are the white magic cables. Within them flow energy waves that amplify the effect of white magic.
So, we canonically have healing magic. Like, actually. Like, obviously it's canon, it has to be, but nobody thought to use a single healing spell all the times those people died.
The cables stretch between healing towers throughout the city, allowing patients to receive the latest treatments. That is why few in this land die of illness or disease. The people live in good health everlasting.
Appearances would indicate otherwise.
Waves that amplify the effect of white magic. Is such a thing truly produced here in this land? Well, the more precise term would be extracted rather than produced. Before I left Eternia, I was thankful for their beneficence. I harbored not a doubt in my mind. But now... Edea? From where does this cable... Edea? I thought that might be you!
Oh, this isn't gonna end well.
It's been ages! We were classmates at the Officers Academy!
So you graduated, I take it. Oh, we're about to be assassinated.
Oh,
She doesn't remember her.
I was worried when I heard you'd been assigned to the Sky Knights. What a relief to see you safe and sound. Oh, and I heard about your mother, too.
Eh?
My mother? Has something happened to her? Nobody told you? She was recently admitted to the Central Healing Tower. The Central Healing Tower?
Oh,
What happened?
no, this is gonna get sad.
You really have no idea, do you? Well, you'd better go pay her a visit then.
Alright, first things first, I have 500,000 peeg burning a hole in my pocket. Give me all of your finest magic. There we go. The good shit. Ooh, raise hit count. Fantastic. Love to see it. Does look decent. That's probably going to be a good one for Ring a Bell. Oh, we already have one of those. Whoops. Let's see. Having this on my hand, not a bad idea. Having any of these on my hand is by no means a terrible option. Ooh. Little fisticuffy weapon. Alright. Nope, don't buy 99 of them. Oh my god, I can afford it, actually. Okay, and we also have the best gauntlets in the game. Nice. That's about 500 health. That's not bad. But I'd rather have the raw defense. No, 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 get the fucking... why do I keep doing this to myself? Also, why do you have the helm on? We got you a perfectly lovely, potent magic attack booster, and you're just screwing me on this. There we go. Jeez, why is that so difficult? Wait, who took the fucking... There. Jeez, guys. You're killing me here. Yeah, friend data, yada yada yada. Just let me save, please. Thank you. Let me think. Is there anything else we can do here? Not really. We've gotten all the magic, all the spells, all the stuff that we want. Into the central healing tower. I remember. She's over here.
She's right this way.
I appreciate that no one's tried to kill us for coming this far.
Mother!
Oh.
Why, Edea, when did you return?
Recently.
Never mind that. Are you all right?
Of course I am. You mustn't trust everything you hear. And I've been feeling quite a bit better since I came here.
Yes, but...
Well,
So why were
aren't
you
going to
admitted here in the
introduce me?
first place? Uh-oh.
Oh, about that. You see,
I am Edea's mother, Mazer Lee. Thank you for
Oh
looking after my
no,
daughter.
she's Mosley. She's fucking... The entire Lee family is just a list of puns. You bastards.
You are the Wind Vestal?
Oh! Oh, that was, well, at least we don't have to reveal anything.
Mother, how could you possibly know that?
Do you really think she didn't fucking know? Like, how are we not currently being hunted down?
I am the Grand Marshal's wife, after all. I hear much to which others are not privy. And I am particularly well informed about the Wind Vestal's traveling companions. Sir Alternus provides me with the latest news.
Oh, that's sweet.
Alternus. I wish he'd mind his own business. But he knows. Oh no, we'd better get out of here.
Oh, relax. I won't report you. After
That's
all,
good.
it's not that often that I get to see my darling daughter.
We made a friend!
Mother.
My, you look almost grown up now, Edea. And to think you were such a spoiled little thing when you left.
Mother, you're embarrassing me.
Tell us
Don't
more.
Listen to her, milady.
Shut it, ring a bell.
What a wonderful friend you've made.
Friend is a stretch. We prefer restraining order target.
To be in your daughter's company.
You stay out of this, Ring-a-Bell.
How wonderful to see you so full of vim and vigor.
I'm sorry if I worried you, Mother.
Oh.
If that is truly so, then there is one thing you could tell me. Why did you defy your father so? You must have a good reason, I'm sure.
The world. It is being consumed in darkness. Many have already suffered greatly as the shadow envelops the world. Tis here counts among them, and the suffering and sorrow will only multiply if we fail to stop it. Agnes has been risking life and limb in her quest to rid the world of this darkness. Yet my former comrades in the Knights of the Eternian Sky sought to capture and even kill her. And it's not only the Sky Knights. The military forces, agencies, and consuls Eternia has dispatched throughout the lands, they've done nothing but cause pain and suffering, and taken many upon many lives. I used to believe anti-crystalism was the true way, but I know now that is not so. After traveling the world, there is so much I've seen for the first time.
There you go, Edea.
I've taken in all I've seen and all I've learned. And there, deep in my heart, I've come to know what is black and what is white. That is why I am here now with my dear comrades and friends.
So you have come to do battle with your own father and the Eternian forces?
I mean, we don't have to kill them. If they just handed over the asterisks, this would be a lot easier.
No, you don't understand. We haven't come seeking battle. We've come to awaken the Earth Crystal.
Oh, wait.
Yes. But then I received word that you were ill and receiving treatment. Now I don't know if I should.
There's no need for that.
No need? Mother, what do you mean?
There's no need to worry about me.
It's time for your examination.
Ah, okay. Understood.
Forgive me, but this is where we must say goodbye. Please, do look after my daughter.
Care to clarify what you mean by goodbye,
Mother.
Miss Motherly?
Edea, the white magic cables extend to that medical tower as well. I wonder to where they all lead. To the Earth Crystal. What's this?
Yep.
Eternia has advanced its medical arts by extracting the crystal's energy. My mother once suffered from a debilitating disease. That she could speak with such vigor today is due to the Earth Crystal. But how could such a thing be possible? Even Vestals are incapable of extracting power directly from the crystals.
Science, bitch!
It seems Eternian scholars long studied how to extract such power, and finally succeeded. But I know no more than that.
Wait. What would become of the central medical tower if we were to awaken the Earth Crystal?
People are gonna get sick.
What of your mother, Edea? And the many others receiving treatment there? If the power provided by that cable were to suddenly cease, the people that depend on it to survive, they might all...
I mean, realistically, we're awakening the thing, right? Shouldn't it be even more power then? Maybe? I don't know.
As a Vestal, I can only say that this white magic cable is a desecration upon the Earth Crystal.
Yes.
And yet...
There are people
whose
lives depend on it?
But only the Eternians benefit. I mean, not awakening the Earth Crystal is it's like abandoning the rest of the world to suffer darkness. It's not an easy choice, but we have to try. We can't let the whole world be covered in darkness.
Then maybe stop talking in fucking Kingdom Hearts speech and give us a bit more of a clue as to what the fuck darkness means. Because monsters seem to be a common thing regardless of the crystals being like this or not. We've only found 3 that are slightly weird. And they kept to themselves.
She's right. The peace and tranquility that Eternia enjoys is built upon the tears of others the world over. And I shall not stand for it. That's why I'm here with you. And
God
that's
damn,
why
Edea's
you
got
must
some
awaken
guts.
the Earth Crystal, Agnes. Agnes! All right, then. I'm glad you understand. Now, to reach Everlast Tower, we must make our way through Eternian Central Command. There are 3 passages leading there from here in the city. We must pass through one of them. But be warned, my father has no doubt deployed an ironclad defense.
As far as the town is concerned, there are 3 major routes. One that's short but heavily guarded, one that's medium and moderately guarded, and one that's long and lightly guarded. Guess which one we're taking? They're about to tell you the exact same thing. 3 passages link to Central Command. Connect Central Command to Eternia proper, each of them different. The enemies will find they're all nightmares. Longer the enemy's tough, but not as tough as the center path. All the guards along the east path are very strong, but the distance is extremely long. There are no easy options here, but the choice is ours. What do we do? Obvious. We take the long way. Now, thank God for my fucking garbage memory finally being overcome, because this is the best area to grind in the game. I remember doing loops around this place for hours on end, till I eventually level capped. Let's see if we can do the same thing. Oh god, the place is the same anyways. Well, we do have Firaga now, so that is something. Oh god damn it, Red Mage can't use it. There we go, that's better. Promethean Fire is very good. Okay, let's put Ring a Bell back on Black Mage so we can at least see how effective Firaga is here. Oh, wait, duh. Why do that when I can just... There we go. Firaga should be cheaper and more... and about as potent as Promethean Fire. So if I'm smart with this, it'll be fine. Let's see. I'm thinking. There we go. Let's see what we can make happen here. I was burned by a burning ball of fire. They burn, 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 and the flames went higher. God, fuck these things. They're stupidly fast. They keep going first and, like, nearly wiping out the entire team. Yep, still not as good as Promethean Fire. To be fair, we are running Red Mage, which has much less magical attack. This specific group of enemies right here, these 6 are the fucking worst. But if you can get to the point where you can take them out in one turn, you're golden. And Ring a Bell's dead. God, there's so fucking many of them. This place sucks. Until you get to like level 80, it's just hell here. Oh, is your ability black and white magic? That's the problem. Okay. Nice. Okay, so then... Thing is, I want to go with, like... Hold on. I want to go with this, but he's maxed out the class, so that's just a waste of JP. And if you look at, like, these here, you're gonna see... Summoner is way fucking slower. We stick with this for now, and we try and get, like, higher level, so Ring of Bell's stats are better in general. Let me check and see if I can give him, like, something that boosts agility. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's much better. Oh, that's fantastic, actually. Okay, we can work with this. Why do you not have a shield? That's so dumb. Yeah, we just kind of sit out here and grind. And that's basically it. Oh, bears! Hello! Hybrid? Hybrid of what? Of bear and bigger bear? I don't want these fuzzy fucks to make it more than 10 seconds. 2, 3, 4. Fuck. I can count the fuck. And of course, Ring of Bell's burning through MP at top speed. This is the gatekeep to late game, which sucks. On the bright side, at least we can walk back to the fucking healing spot. What I remember getting us through here was having like 3 people be rangers, and then the last one be the one who were actually grinding. That became my strat until we were finally strong enough to survive. Does not make this place any easier to navigate, though. So yeah, this is basically it. This is what Bravely Default grinding is. It's tweaking your strategy until you mow through everything in front of you, and then just walking around, because you forgot to turn back on encounters, because you're a fucking idiot. How many times have you done this, my guy? But yeah. Today's stream's probably going to be a bit short, like only 2 hours, maybe 1, if I don't feel like it. If I feel like it. Because I think I'm going to turn Bravely Default down to 1 stream a week. That way I can give this game the time, study, and dedication it deserves. And I mean, hey, you know what would be great? Is having something that I love and takes time that I'm willing to do twice a week, you know? Like, satisfactory. Redoubled effort. Some of these abilities are fucking wild, by the way. Like, real talk. There's a reason the freelancer motivates you to increase, to master all jobs, because it gives you, like, a free 25% extra stats. Because some of these late fucking skills are insane. The higher your BP, the more the power your physical attacks rise. Holy shit, that's good. Almost an outright 50% attack buff. Alright, team. Fuck them up. Let's talk, chat. Let's have some fun and enjoy this a little. The problem with, like, doing this on stream is that if it was, like, another game, another RPG that was slower and more deliberate, Like, maybe you could make grinding fun by, like, actually putting in effort into it for long term. Bravely Default is built to be fast and for you to turn your brain off. Which is great for an RPG. Don't get me wrong. That's like, the biggest reason I adore this game. It is not good for a content creator. Ay, ay, ay. But yeah, Satisfactory's probably going to be taking over the weekend slots. We're going to double down on that. And we're going to have a little, maybe a little surprise to fill in the slot after Yakuza Like a Dragon instead. That could be fun. Mass attack, 1000 base damage, guaranteed poison. Go fuck yourself. I hate those Mandragoras. They are the worst. They are here to make you suffer and nothing else. And then we just run back. Ideally, I should be sitting, like, right next to the entrance and not wandering off at all. I just wasn't paying attention. Oh no, poison. What could I possibly do to fix this? You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. While we're doing this grinding, there's something that I've completely forgotten to do that's super important that I should have done ages ago. There we go. We're gonna cap Tiz's first class. We don't even really need to change out his stuff. It's just gonna be one fight. Because Ranger's final skill is pretty good. Like Burst Fire or something. But yeah, I was taking my sister through Persona the other day. Or yesterday. And she needed the PlayStation controller to do that. And navigating this without a controller is fucking hell. It was awful. Like, outright the worst. Ugh. I might turn Tiz into a thief for a bit, because all of those fast, heavy-hitting physical classes are really good for him. They're just nice to have in his toolkit. Boosh. Boosh. Multi-burst, that's the bitch. I forget what this move does exactly, I just remember it being pretty solid. Unleash 4 physical attacks that randomly target enemies, dealing 0.6 times the damage of a conventional attack. So it's one of those physical moves that hits multiple times and is stupidly good. Cool. This actually might be better for us, because we can't bypass the damage cap. So if we set this up properly, we could probably get 4 hits of 9,999 damage. It's asking a lot, but it's definitely doable. Let's quickly put him on either Thief or Ninja. Honestly, we could probably diversify him a bit more. It might not be a bad idea to get some more of Merchants up. No! We need JP up. I completely forgot to put that on somebody. That's why this has been going so slow. Now, the thing that confuses me about JP up does not stack with similar effects from items, but it does. Does that mean it stacks from other support skills? Because if so... my god. Edea, you keep working on Swordmaster. It's just, like, canon for you to have that at this point. Also, I haven't turned down the difficulty once. Maybe I should? Might not be a bad idea. You know? If you were smart and not a dumbass. But unfortunately for you, I definitely am. I forgot to change his class. That's right, I got distracted. I'm very easily distracted. Like, insanely so. It'd be funny if it wasn't sad. Okay, that's enough dark humor now. There's just too much going on in this genie's brain. There we go. Back to the self-congratulatory shit, because that's better for your mental health. Optimize, baby! Not gonna lie, Tiz looks fucking badass. The color palette of the swords matching his mask just makes this so much better. And he's actually putting in some solid numbers. You gotta give him credit for that. Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get back before this is done. spoiler alert, I was not getting back before that was done. Oh, so sorry. I was also surprised. Oh my gosh. What shall we talk about, chat? What should we talk about? Keep hearing rumors about Switch 2. Like, always. It's always happening. It's been happening for the past 3 years, honestly. But they're becoming a lot more frequent lately, to the point where I'm actually considering there might be something to them. And I don't know. Oh, here's some good news. Little sister, who the same one who was playing Persona with me yesterday. She's got a job, and I couldn't be prouder. Really puts things into perspective, huh? And growing up. So proud. So proud of her. Huh. Speaking of, I need to double check in the library and start upping my game. I've been distracting myself with all the college stuff lately and trying to keep streams going full force. I need to buck the fuck up. Sometime I stop being anxious and just throwing away time, you know? Because if you're not careful with your anxiety, that is what's going to happen. Collect. Wait. The fuck? Why can you collect things? Get an item during a battle, not the items you get differ by location. Oh, well that's just like a fantastically fast means of farming items. That's probably good items for the Salve Maker too. Look at these wackos. Whoop, pardon me. Boosh. I've told stories about my first job before, but honestly, it's been long enough. I feel like I could share some of those now. My first job was at a Staples, and it was one of the worst experiences of my life. And because it was my first job, they were very effective at taking advantage of me and what I didn't know. So, like, the biggest example I can think of was them lying to me about the number of breaks I was allowed to take. Not lying, but definitely being very careful to omit as much as possible. You know what I mean? So, I was told that I was allowed a 15-minute break, paid. And that was it. Fuck that. Also, actually, okay, it's more fucked up than that, because I was told that I was allowed the 15-minute break on a 6-hour shift, and then a half-hour unpaid break for an 8-hour shift. Nobody mentioned that I was supposed to get both of those on 6 hours or more, and the 8-hour one was supposed to also have a second 15-minute one. So, like, what the fuck? Never came up in any conversation when I was trying to, like, actively asking to. Like, okay, what are the rules on taking breaks? What's the good times for it? Like, is it going to cause anybody problems? And they're like, no, it doesn't cause any problems. You fucking... And that's, like, the least of why that job sucked. I'm confident you could find that exact same take on almost any store in America. Them trying to, like, con people. Why did I come back here? Whatever. Oh yeah, just trying to con your workers into doing more for less. That's painfully commonplace in capitalists, like a heavily capitalist society. What ruined it for me, what absolutely made it unbearable was the people, which is a shame to say, because honestly, half of them were like the nicest people I'd ever met, and the other half were some of the most stupid, obnoxious, self-centered pieces of shit I have ever had the displeasure of sharing a room with. There was one guy. He was like the biggest manager in the store. I don't remember what the term was. Floor manager, I think? He was the boss of the bosses in the store. And It was his job to manage the schedule. I knew this. Everyone knew this. Everyone told me this. What nobody decided to mention was that he was absolute garbage at his job and couldn't even do that. I got called in one day out of nowhere because the schedule said I wasn't on. The schedule didn't say anything for the coming week and got yelled at for not showing up. And then I went to the break room and started asking, hey, so, is something wrong with the online schedule? Because I didn't see anything. And everyone started laughing at me. Everyone. All of them thought I was a fucking idiot for thinking that the schedule would tell me my schedule. And said, just take the paper once. And it's like, what? The ever-living fuck is that about? How do you people operate like this? I'm willing to bet it's still that bad. And he's, like, not even the worst one. There's this one guy, we called him Jake from State Farm. And I could never get a read on this guy. Some days he seemed, like, genuinely kind of jokey and nice. Others he would insult me to my face, telling me that I am lazy. And it's like, I almost want to give him credit and assume, like, yeah, maybe he's just having a bad day. But it was such, like, an immediate... I want to call it two-faced nature, except for the fact that he had the same expression in both moods. Instead of coming off as jokey, if that's what he meant, jokey while, degrading me, it made it seem like nothing was sincere but the, like, verbal abuse. And then, oh my god, and then, the worst guy we had, came after... I forget her name, and I probably shouldn't say it anyways. She wasn't great either. She was another one of the managers. She eventually moved to a bigger store. But she was decent at her job. She had a very thick accent, and I'm usually pretty good at picking up on dialect, like, changes and terminology and just general diction and stuff like that. That only works if I get to hear them unmuffled, because you gotta understand, I started working the moment COVID hit the scene. Like, back then. My first job was in the middle of that nightmare. Which still hasn't really fucking ended, and a lot of people are forgetting because there's so many other greater disasters these days, but whatever. I mean, it's ended enough where, like, we're prepared for it, but still, a lot of people just still treat it like a joke. But yeah, very heavy accent, through a face mask, through radio, and then, like, halfway across a room while my ears are also... I don't have that great hearing. So I was just constantly asking her to repeat herself, and she was always fed up with my shit, and I felt so bad, but also she really never made the effort to speak up. And then, like, she... This is all lead up to talking about the actual worst manager we had, by the way. Can't forget about him, but she, when I stayed after for closing, she always took the longest. Other people will be done in, like, 15, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour if it's a lot. Hi and good luck, what's the goal for grinding? I feel safe. That's about when you stop grinding in this game. We're thinking, like, level 70, maybe? Depends on how long I have something interesting to talk about to keep the stream going. So, what was I saying? Right. Other managers took, like, 20 minutes, maybe half an hour if it was, like, a lot of stuff that needed to get done. She took, like, 3 hours. And I was like, what the fuck is this lady doing? Why? Why does it take so long? Turns out she would voice chat her family instead of doing her job. And then when she was approached about it, it's like, hey, I just want to see my family, you know? What's wrong with that? We would also like to see our family, miss. That's why we do it when we get home. Instead of trapping other people in a store and not paying them for it. Ugh. And then, the actual worst guy we had. him and, like, the dude who wouldn't maintain the schedule properly were like a fucking evil goon duo of just, like, generic dumbasses. This fucking idiot was the anti-masker working retail in the middle of COVID-19. I don't know how he got the job. I don't know how he didn't get immediately fired once that came out. Actually, I do know why. Because him and the, like, our highest boss at the store immediately started agreeing on that and started doing everything they could to get people to take off their masks. And yet, in spite of that, made sure I cleaned the area down, like, twice an hour. Like, make up your fucking mind. If you're going to be a dumbass, commit to it. You fucking cowards. Ah. The whole other level of stupid. And then, like, he was late really often. I remember one day we were standing out there in the rain for like an hour waiting for him to show up. No, it was 20 minutes. Someone called and he was like, oh, don't worry, I'll be right there. Then it took an hour. And we're just outside there with customers like, hey, what the fuck's going on? Why you're not open? It's like, hey, we have the same question. It's like, that idiot, too. Like, he did not understand how our store worked at all. Neither did the schedule guy. Both of them were incredibly incompetent. I forgot to restore MP. This is going to end badly. I mean, maybe Edea can pick up the slack here. She does have good damage. Oh, that's not good. We're about to get ripped to shreds. Oh, thank God for counter. Ugh. Alright, let's go quickly rest up. But yeah, hated that job. It was awful. Still not as bad as the 3 days I spent on an assembly line. That was actual hell. Like, if you work on an assembly line, I have so much fucking respect for your mental fortitude. Because I wanted to walk off of a short dock into a... Fuck, I can't even remember the phrase. I'm so flustered about it. Wanted to take a long walk off of a short pier. Every fucking minute of that. And it was miserable. Because, like, it wasn't actually an assembly line with a conveyor belt. I was sitting there with, these, like, freshly processed parts, screwing them together. And the thing about a freshly processed part is that they're covered in razor-sharp metal shavings. So the entire time, just working with, like, tiny blades getting into my hands, and it's like, I had to get work gloves. And even then, it still hurt. Still have those gloves, by the way. I think they're locked in the dresser, or they're locked in the closet that's blocked by my bed. Because I don't know how to organize a room layout whatso-fucking ever. Did I turn off encounter rates again? I did. Who the fuck are you? Well, get stabbed. Huh. Where was I? Right, talking about, like, old work experiences. I've been trying to get to work in the library part-time forever, because, I mean, that's, like, my dream job. Just moving stuff from shelf to shelf in a place where you're required to be quiet. Kakuremi. What the fuck is this? Lowers your chance of being targeted by enemies to the lowest level possible for 5 turns. Ninja is interesting. It's meant to pair up well with Swordmaster in that you can kind of force aggro onto specific characters. I think Kairai is the one. Yeah, you can guarantee that they attack a specific person, which works great for this thing's counter tricks. That requires you being smart, so I do not meet the requirements, unfortunately. Let's put Tiz on Thief for a while, actually. I want to see some of the later skills in that, because I remember them being better than I think. But yeah, just I've always wanted to work in a library. Just sounds so nice. One of the biggest problems I remember having with, like, actually having a job was that I ended up, like, something is up with, like, the way my body is structured. Like, the arches in my feet are incredibly fucked up. The, like, pressure displacement is awful, and I would always end up limping home because I was in so much pain. Just from standing around for, like, 6 hours. Either that, or my shoes suck. Or both. It might honestly have been both. Ugh. That's another thing, too, about that fucking Staples job. I applied to be, like, a porter. A porter and a stalker, specifically, because I know I am terrible with people. I did not want to interact with people. And the store was like, yeah, you would probably be bad if you interact with people. Probably be a lot better to just use you for the thing you specifically applied for. Anyways, go work only on the cash register. And then run around wherever we need you. Fuck that place, man. That place sucked. And the thing that sucks at working at, like... I'm sure it's a lot worse for an actual tech store, but a store like Staples that's tech adjacent is that no matter where you work, you could never touch the tech department a day in your life. Everyone will immediately assume you know everything about technology. Which fucking sucks. There's just, like, a lot of people who just sort of don't give a shit. I've had my, like, fair share of bad encounters, you know? I think everyone has that experience once or twice while working in retail. And, like, looking back, I hated the time I spent there, but I do appreciate how much it taught me about the world and how genuinely rough life is. It was a good wake-up call, and it was important that it happened. Saying we're going for level 70 may have been a bit much. I don't really know. We are definitely grinding until I feel like there's nothing left to be done that I can't just do on my own. Ugh. Here's a question for you, chat. What job would you want to be in one of these RPGs? Not like line of work job, like class. Skill set would you want? I like White Mage. I like being able to fix stuff, you know, make sure everyone's okay. As time goes on, I realize much more, like, how much I appreciate that supporting role. Because if you ask, like, 10-year-old me, it's like, oh, I want to be a knight. The worm turns? How many turns does the worm get? Tell me. How much must it brave? You're gonna have to be a little bit more specific than that. What the fuck is this? It's a move. Oh! Oh! Okay, what? Counterattack with 7.5 times the damage of a conventional attack if hit by an enemy attack when your health is below 20% during the turn this ability is used. Does not apply to reflected magic damage. So any attack, but your health has to be crazy low, it doesn't lower the damage taken, and you have to survive it. But 7.5 times damage. That might be the strongest base power move in the game. Damn. Oh, I should have cured that poison first. It'll be fine. Ring a Bell's got this. Ugh. What? do we do, the drunken sailor? What do we do, the drunken sailor? What do we do, the drunken sailor? Early in the morning, draw a dick on his face and Sharpie, draw a dick on his face and Sharpie, draw a dick on his face and Sharpie, early in the morning. I love that. I love modern takes on old style shit. Like, there's this one guy who breaks down the concept of a sea shanty in, like, a short-form video. And he does this, like, bit with himself about how platypus controlling me could technically be a sea shanty, even though it doesn't quite fit. It's... Well, I'll be honest, I don't really understand, but I fell down the hill and I got glue on my hand and I got records on my fingers. What records on my fingers? I got records on my fingers and I just can't stop. It's like... I appreciate that. I appreciate the humor in that. I want to learn more about music. I want to learn more about everything. That's why I'm going to college. Speaking of, I need to get back on that, get back on the ball. I kind of, like, had this past week of just, like, passing out on the bed. You know? For a while. Because I usually... It's weird to go from being super chill about life to actively chasing things down at full speed. And I needed a minute to, like, recover and get back into the swing of things. What the hell is Rob Blind? Oh, my favorite salesman, Rob Blind. Nab 2 items instead of 1 when stealing. Alright, that's fine. You really like taking shit, huh? One of the best things I ever learned was from, like, one of the most important lessons was from my old, like, therapist back in high school. I say old, he was actually the last therapist I had. By the way, I tried to get back to therapy recently. Not a single one of those fuckers called me back. Not even once. Not a message, not a phone call, nothing. Not through email. All of them just said, no, nah. Which is a damn shame. Right, what was I saying? One of the most important things I ever learned from another person was the idea that inertia is not just a property of matter, it is a property of life. And what that means is, if you don't know, inertia is if an object in motion stays in motion, an object at rest stays at rest. It's harder to stop something that's moving than something that's already stopped. And the faster something is, the harder it is to stop it. Whereas the longer something is sitting there, the harder it is to get it moving. You know? Like rolling a ball. Or a boulder or something. And that does apply to life, because the longer you sit still, the longer you stay in place, the harder it is to keep moving. That was, like, one of the hardest things I had to overcome with dealing with depression back in, like, the earlier 2020s. Of just, like, not wanting to do anything, and because of that, I didn't do anything, and I didn't get anywhere, and I just kept spiting myself, because, like, hey, you're not doing anything, you're not getting anywhere. And it's just this endless cycle. I will say, that was the most important thing someone ever taught me. I think the most important thing I figured out myself is that everything in life operates off of a cycle. It always comes back around. Everything does, all the time. You never, like, overcome something and then that's just it, for example. Assuming that you're fine because you finish something is not a good way to approach it. It's always about, like, what should come next. Emotions are also very heavily, like, reliant on your own personal internal cycle. Granted, because stuff like that operates on such, like, a grand part of your life, the sheer scope of it is kind of hard to grasp sometimes, because it goes for so long and takes so long. But, like, seasonal depression is a great example of that. It's like, alright, this is the point in your life where you're feeling low, and it'll come back around, but you can still get out of it. Keep moving, keep that wheel turning. At least that's the way I look at it, and it helps me feel better about things. Now, as for how fast that wheel spins and how slow, that's up to you. That's the part you've got to decide. Ooh. Ooh. Ah. Sorry. Ring a bell, why is Edea going before you? My guy. My guy, how are you so slow? She's literally the tank. She is the slow, beefy one. Ah, dude. You have any idea how much time that wastes having the screen clear go last? I could also just have everyone else default and then have Ring a Bell blast through his turns, but that runs the risk of, like, something going wrong. I guess he's more powerful now, so that is a bit more reliable. Alright, we'll switch up the auto battle then. Oh, let me at him. Oh, let me at him. Wait. Okay, that's the right one. I thought I saw Gear to Blulu for a second. Nope. Go for it. There you go. A little bit faster. And it gets us a sweeper bonus, which is nice. And I say that as if we have any money trouble. Just want to say I appreciate what you're saying. Recently quit from a toxic job environment for my own mental health. I'm trying to figure out my way again. Thank you for streaming and appreciate this. Oh, listen. If me being here can give a single person a little bit more peace of mind, I could die happy. That's all I need. So thank you for telling me that. That is, like, the most motivational thing I could possibly hear. That shit keeps me going. And good on you. Good on you for having the guts to get out of a place that's not healthy for you. I know that's a tough decision to make. The fuck is Resurrect? Is it that simple? Resurrect all KO allies and restore 20% of their max health. This ability can even be used in the silent state. Powerful. In very specific situations, powerful. Not good, but powerful. There's, like, a certain degree of, like... How do I describe this? It's like a dam. Feelings and thoughts and mental states and health and all of that is very much like a dam. Where if there's too much pressure behind it, it's gonna break every time. You gotta let some stuff out. Like, it doesn't matter if it's professional. You don't need to throw, like, $10,000 in a month to have someone, like, take notes on why you're unhappy. Okay, actually, wait, hold on. That is a horrible look to it. Do not be afraid to go to professional help. That is insanely important. But if you cannot go to professional help, do not be afraid to talk about this shit. Talking is the best thing you can do for yourself. You just need to let it out. You need to, or it will break. And that's not good. In fact, speaking of, like, breaking dams, do you know how healthy it is to cry regularly? Not every day. In fact, if you're not careful, it can actually be very unhealthy for you. Severe dehydration. But, shit, I forgot to refill MP. Great. Okay. What was I saying? Right. Like, getting a good cry in once a month is so good for you. It's a habit I actually started to drop the past couple of years. I should try and do that again. Just because it's like... the operations in your mind and body to enable that to happen are deeply connected to all of that, like, sort of chemical buildup of stress in your brain. So it is good for you. It is important. Watch something that makes you cry. Don't be afraid of it. It's important. Trying to avoid something like crying is basically saying, I do not want to live this part of my life. And that's, like, I can understand reasons for thinking that, but it's not good for you. You gotta do it. You got to. What was our last turn order? There we go. There's this conceptual stigma around existing that's very difficult to overcome. Like, one of my... when I decided that I would start, like, working to get to college, it came from, like, this one big breakthrough I had, because I was, at the time, very much struggling with my anxiety. And I still am, to a degree, but at least I'm aware of it enough to start pushing against it. And my anxiety was basically telling me that I need to stay as far out of people's way as possible to not make issues for them. Because I couldn't stand the idea of making problems for the people I care about. But it eventually got to this point where I realized, like, a lack of getting in the way is not the same as doing good for them. You know what I mean? A lack of negative is not a positive. And if I wanted to do anything to make them happy, to make them proud of me, to thank them for all the kind things they've done for me over the years, I had to do things. I had to be there. I couldn't make anyone happy by trying my best not to exist. And when I realized that, I started moving again. I started doing things. I started pushing. And I haven't been more happy or proud of myself ever than when that started happening. Though, to be fair, I probably would have been able to start overcoming my anxiety a lot sooner if I knew I was diagnosed with it. And that was a fun little discovery. This past year has been a fucking roller coaster. I think, was it this time last year? Yeah, it was. September leading into October was around when, like, I started having to, like, approach all of these parts of my life that I didn't know about. Started having to, like, take a serious look at myself and everything that I knew and didn't know. It's been a full year. Damn. What happened was, I currently live with my mother because, I mean, it's a fucking horrible economy in this country, and it would take a goddamn miracle in my state to be able to get, like, an affordable apartment or living space on my own. And also, if I'm being fully honest with you, I was too scared of going to college and, like, possibly getting into debt and having to inconvenience someone. Like, the idea of having to ask for people's assistance in contending with college debt. Like, that's very much a big part of what anxiety has done to me over the years. But, there was, like, trouble with the food stamps at the time. And suddenly, I got the paperwork for it thrown at me and told it was my problem to fix. And I realized that I didn't know a single thing about what I was doing with life. Because it turned out it wasn't my problem to fix, but I couldn't tell. And it, like, scared the shit out of me. So to start figuring things out, I had to, like, go looking for things, learn more about myself and what I stand for and qualify. And it was just a really important thing for me to learn. As much as they might suck, sometimes you gotta look back at your life and be grateful for your challenges. You know what I mean? At things that happened and how they changed you, what you learned from them, even if they were incredibly hard and some of the hardest things you'll ever have to do. Hey! Hey, you son of a bitch! We're having a moment here! You can't just kill the only healer. That was our mental health guy. That was our therapist. You fuckers. Damn it, who else is gonna take my insurance in this country? Oh, I actually straight up have nobody who can revive. You know what? I should go buy some Phoenix Down. I have not had those for like the past 3 chapters of the game. Kinda dumb of me, now that I think about it. Let's get her revived. Let's go buy some backup items. It's not like I can't afford it. Oh, you sell turbo ethers here? Oh, fuck. We forget the inn. Boop. I straight up think we can outmatch that in terms of, income. No, we can't, because we have the summoning amp thing. We'll see. It's a matter of how much damage Ring-a-Bell can do in the future. Oh, right, I should put his actual good fucking skills back on. Oh, no, he does have that. Damn it, I thought I still had the Black Resonance thing. Alright, that's good. That's fine. Alright, team, go mess him up. Yeah, all that stuff about, like, contending with my anxiety really did just boil down to whether or not I was willing to exist. And I realized that for the longest time, I had been trying to avoid that. Simply because I thought it would make things better for people, but I was wrong. You learned Shakedown. Is that just another... Ooh, Summoning Surge. What does that do? Double job level. Alright, I'll take it. Each time summon magic is used in combat, the damage it does rises by 10%. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. And it didn't say there was a cap on that either. Holy crap. And then Shakedown. Steal an item from all enemies with 25% success rate for each. That is... I don't know what you're going for here, game. Like, I'd appreciate some damage alongside my speed. But, fine. Not to derail my my whole discussion there. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. Point is, if you're actively chasing this idea of like, oh, I don't want to cause problems for people, you are doing your best to not be there at all. And how can you possibly do anything by trying to do nothing? I hope I'm not talking too much in circles here and beating the entire message of this to death. Uh-oh. There goes our MP. It's just like, there's a lot of things that are so important they bear repeating. Why did I do this? Alright, team, well, I hope you guys can take one of these things out. That's looking like a probable nope. Uh-oh. Okay, we are in trouble. Okay, yeah, that was lucky. Alright, let's turn off that encounter real quick. Alright. think when I was first going through depression, like way back, I'm talking like 12, 13, I think what really helped me get out of that at that time was, like, because my first bout with that raised the question of, and I'm sorry if this is a bit dark, you are welcome to leave if this is a little bit too heavy for you, I totally understand, but it started raising the question of, why am I even here? Like, do I really want to live? And I sort of made this realization that in life, you can choose to live for yourself or live for someone else. And depending on the person, one can be easier than the other. And ever since I started living for the people around me, I've felt a lot better. I've been a lot happier. Maybe it could be... That's the thing. That's one of the most important things to remember about mental health, and life in general. The best advice I can possibly give you for anything ever is to take everything by a case-by-case basis. And I'm sure that's ironic, you know. Here's the one answer to everything. It's to have a different answer for everything. Like, you know, fucking obviously. But seriously, never, ever let yourself generalize. Never let something become something else just because they're similar. That is how, like, 90% of all the biggest issues in the world come about. Misunderstandings, hatred, bigotry, it all comes from just lumping things together just because they're remotely similar. And the less you do that, the happier you will be. Take a look at something. Appreciate it for all of its ins and outs. Learn more about it. Go a little bit more thoroughly into what it is and what it's about. Like, there's just no way of making plain how important that is. It's hard. It's definitely difficult. I can't pretend like it's easy to find time to look at every single thing that's important to you as deeply and thoroughly as possible. But it has to be done. Because otherwise you falter. You make mistakes. You overlook things. And you'll regret it. You will regret it. I can... Oh boy, there's one thing I can attest to, it is that... Huh. I think that's enough heavy discussion for one day. Let's try and have some fun here. I got one for you, Chad. I got a fun story I think you're gonna enjoy. One of my favorite jokes I've ever heard. There's this guy, right? He's driving in his car in like the worst rainstorm he's ever seen, and suddenly in the middle of the rainstorm, his car breaks down. He has to pull over to the side of the road. So he's like, well shit, I'm not gonna sit out here and freeze, I guess I better go looking. There's like some shelter or something. Because he couldn't get the heater on in his car either. So he steps out looking for something, anything, like a phone, some means of making contact, and he stumbles on this old monastery. And in there, he finds these monks. Like, very, very classic monks with like the brown robes, all shaved, and all of them seem unbelievably happy to him. They're more than welcoming to him. They treat him to a feast like he's never seen. And yet none of them really need to eat. They're just fine, and they're happy, and they're glad to make him happy, too. And while he's there, he sees this door. This big, like, wrought iron, very heavy, like, vault door. Is locked. And he asks the monks, and he's like, hey, what's up with this door? And they tell him, I'm sorry, we can't tell you. That is a secret for monks only. And you are not a monk. And he's curious, but he appreciates them so much for all that they've done for him, he doesn't even begin to question it. Next day comes around, he gets to make a call, gets some help, gets his car fixed up, and he leaves. About, I think it's 20 years later. No, it's 10 years. 10 years later. The exact same thing happens to the exact same guy. He breaks down in the same spot, he goes to the monastery, the monks recognize him, and they welcome him with the exact same joy and, like, feast. But for those 10 years, his life's been kind of falling apart, and he can't stop thinking about what that door might have. So he asks again, they tell him again, we can't tell you, you're not a monk. And he goes, alright, you know what? I might as well become a monk. That seems like the right path forward for me. How do I become one of you? The monks look to each other and think for a moment and say, well, what you can do is travel the world and count every single grain of sand. And by the time you've counted them all, you will be ready to be one of us. The man's like, alright, sure. I got nothing better to do. So he leaves, and he begins his journey. And about 40 years pass, right? 40 years. He comes back, this old, haggard man. The monks don't look like they've changed at all, by the way. They seem to be the exact same people at the exact same time. And he approaches them and he says, I have counted every single grain of sand in this world. There are 413 quadrillion, 912 trillion, and more. just an incredibly vast amount. But the others wait for him to list it off, and they nod, and they're like, ah, you have counted them all. Good, you are one of us now. And he says, alright, may I see what's behind that door? So one of the monks produces like this rusty old key that matches the door perfectly. And they give it to him, they gather around, they all go to the door, and he opens it. And behind it, it's a door made out of bronze. And he sighs and he goes, haha, very funny, where's the next door? Where's the real key? And a monk gives him the key and he opens up. And behind that door, there's a silver one. And this repeats. There's a silver door, and then a golden one. Then a titanium, and then platinum, and then diamond, and emerald, and ruby, and sapphire, quartz, and amethyst, and just all colors and shapes of different various precious things across the world. Until finally he opens the final door and witnesses the secret that they had been hiding. The single truth to all of their joy. What, you want to know what it is? I can't tell you. You're not a monk. Oh, what a fucking... I love that story. It's such a fucking troll. It's very funny to me. I think it's great. That's the thing about that. You were interested. You wanted to know, too. I bet you did. I bet it was gnawing away at you for a minute. I bet at one point during that you were thinking, my god, where's the skip dialogue option on this idiot? And that's, like, one of many things that gives storytelling such a huge power. It's why I love writing so much. Always have, always will. Slow and steady supportability. Wait a minute. What does that do? Raises speed to maximum for 2 turns when using default. Oh! That's actually pretty fucking good. Damn. Alright. There should be one that increases experience gain in here somewhere. I just don't know which one it is. One of these classes. It might be later, actually. That's entirely believable. But yeah, I've always loved storytelling. Because, like, that was just one example of a story that genuinely gets people invested. Like, I think we can all agree, if you are in, like, an American school system, specifically, like, at high school level, English is probably the most useless class unless you are actually learning how to speak English. Like, language arts, literature, all of that, probably the single most useless class in the entire system, and you are required to take it for 4 years. You are required to take all 4 of those classes before you're allowed to graduate. And it's stupid. It's unbelievably dumb. That being said... Just dropping in to say hi, we'll leave a lurk. Well, thank you, Jazz. I appreciate that. What was I talking about? Right. I can definitely agree with and concede that English is probably the single most useless fucking class in the entire American school system. But that ability to learn how to dissect narratives, to learn how to experience being just art in general, to take them apart and find what's like super important to you in them, to learn to look for a deeper message yourself, that is super important. And as useless as that class might be for real life, the joy it's given me by being able to look at stories in a better light, I think that's worth it. That's just me, though, honestly. That's a very personal take. I'm fine with it being a personal take. Because that's for me. Those are my thoughts, those are my feelings, and I want them to be mine. I don't need them taken, I don't need them said by anyone else. I did say this would be a shorter stream, chat. I think we're starting to wind down. So I'll tell you what, we're gonna finish this fight. We're gonna go back and heal. We're gonna turn off encounters. We're gonna blitz towards Eternian Central Command. And I'm gonna take a crack at some of our extra fights there. Because to say that they are important and difficult is a fucking understatement. Alright, let's start by tweaking some people's classes. Edea, Swordmaster's decent on you. I think we're gonna put you back on Knight just for the stats. Nice. Ring a Bell, we're gonna put you on Black Mage. We're gonna need everyone at their peak for this, because Eternian Central Command is by no means a pushover. Let's see. Maybe bring Performer with you, because we're gonna need some buffs. Anyas, this is decent. It has good support stats, and I like having the healing lore ability. Let's put you... I don't want Miscellany, just so I can see their health bars, because they have a lot of health. Too much, some might argue. And Tiz, let's put you back on Ninja. And then let's tweak some abilities a little bit. You don't need job point up, so let's give you transients, because you're pretty decently nimble. We can take advantage of that. Support abilities. Don't need JP up. Let's get you some free BP. Yeah, actually, raise BP by 2 when sustaining status ailment. That's going to be insanely valuable here. Ring a Bell, I'm gonna be real with you, we're probably not using summoning in this fight. So actually... what are the ones that Performer has? Boost support effects you receive. Here we go. Extend the duration. No, wait. It only works for him specifically. Okay, never mind. Honestly, full 30% extra magic attack, not bad by any means. And Edea, is there anything else you would benefit from? Not really. This is the best we can get for you right now. Alright. Did I turn off encounter rate? I did. Good. Let's go rest up, save, and then we're gonna frickin' tear that place apart. probably taking the long way around, just because it'll save me some sanity. Isn't there like a secret spot you can get to in this corner of the area? I think there is. It's like a little mini dungeon of sorts. Oh, it's not the dungeon. Right. Well, time for some lore. This is important. Gravemark Village. Oh boy.
What is this place, Edea?
A very good question. I never knew there was such a village on the Eastern Passages byway.
Oh, she doesn't know. Okay, we might not get the lore for this yet then.
Mazer, is that you?
Uh-oh. Wait, Mazer? That's Edea's mom's name.
I am mistaken. You are much too young, though there is a resemblance. Might I have your name, young one?
Edea.
Of course. That explains the resemblance. This is the birthplace of the Lord Marshal and his wife, the Lady Mazer.
What's this? I'd never heard of such a place before.
There's a reason for that.
There are so many graves.
So you know naught of the Great Plague? Well, perhaps it is best that way.
There's a reason Eternia is very focused on the study of healing magic. What the fuck? You have a twin brother. Plague was horrible. Ravenous. We are the only ones it left alive. Who are you? Oh. We are the Secret Brothers 3. I have no clue what's befallen the world outside. These old ears hear nothing.
Yes, perhaps. What is it?
Oh, this is specifically Edea asking.
Edea, your mother and father were born right here in this village. Though they were 5 years apart, they were quite close, you know.
I was wondering why this felt so specifically like first-person POV.
They lived near each other, and their families got along quite well. It was as if they were brother and sister. At age 18, your father left to enter an elite school in the city of Eternia. He was the great hope of the village, you know. And he did all in his power not to disappoint. He eventually graduated at the head of his class and made a name for himself in the city. The pride and joy of our village he was. It was 21 years ago when your father asked for your mother's hand in marriage. She just 19, and he but 24.
I'm not in any place to comment on that.
So it was, they began a
I don't know
new
shit
life
about love.
together in this city of Eternia. It was the following year that the Great Plague struck our village, wiping out most of the residents. Yes.
But what about the Great Plague itself?
Yes, the Great Plague. 20 years have passed since it first struck. A sickness that began in eastern lands soon spread, wreaking havoc across the world ere it reached our land. It struck the year after your parents were wed and moved to the city, you know. Once the plague took root in Gravemark Village, all roads out of the village were closed. It was on orders from the head temple of the Crystal Orthodoxy, ruler of this land at the time.
And so it began.
But I still believe they made the right choice. After all, the city of Eternia was spared the Great Plague's devastation. Millions upon millions across the world lost their lives in a matter of months ere the plague subsided. And I have been tending the graves ever since. Your parents paid us a visit upon the road's reopening, you know. They seemed truly sorry that their hometown had to be forsaken for the good of the city. Yes.
He might be fine with it. The Marshal definitely wasn't.
You may stay the night if you so wish.
Okay, that's just a heal then. I thought there might be some secret lore to it, but no. I mean, maybe. We might get a cutscene, like, right now, perhaps. Damn it. I thought I could see the future. But it turns out I was just blind. Well, you can probably guess what happened. Crystal Orthodoxy abandoned the Marshal's entire home, and he turned on them, deciding that having that group have too much control, or having control at all, was unacceptable. Damn shame. He grew bitter. Forget how many, or how tough the enemies are here. It shouldn't be too bad. Oh, or it just goes right past them. Well, that's way easier. Is that a fucking dragon? Well, not my problem anymore. Haha! Alright. Oh, I forgot how cool this castle is. Eternian Central Command. God, it is imposing. Tiz, how the fuck are you not freezing? Like, dude.
It was here that I was raised. I feel as if I haven't been back in ages, but it hasn't truly been so very long. They say home is where the heart is, but all I feel is loneliness.
Oh, spare me your sickly sweet nostalgia.
Oh, right! Oh, this is gonna be fun. Oh boy!
We're going to kill you anyway. You're the one who slew Olivia!
Yeah, you can guess who's the most pissed right now.
I bid you, Victoria, unleash your full power. Spare nothing.
I wouldn't have it any other way. The kid gloves are coming right off.
Oh boy! This is our first double boss in a while, isn't it?
Why did you kill Olivia? Why? Let me think. I suppose you could chalk it up to me and my butterfingers.
You little fucking shit!
Don't look at me like that. I mean, a crystal vestal? Ha! You're no match for me.
Kill the brat, spare the twink, he's mine.
And that goes for those fools you're with, too. You stumpy little brat!
Stumpy.
Stumpy little... Did you hear that, Victor?
Can you stop playing to your ego and actually fight me now?
Edea! How dare you hurl such heinous language at Victoria? I care not if you are the Grand Marshal's daughter. I'll not rest until you lie dead at Victoria's feet!
Woo! Oh, damn, he's cute when he's mad.
Fine. Then I'll not rest until...
Oh, can it? Not the Battle of the Sims.
I'll have you know I'm in top form today. Now you'll see just how...
Oh boy, is that an understatement.
Go ahead and try and escape. I'm going to toy with you like a cat before I really sink my teeth into you.
There, I'm trying to remember how this fight actually goes.
Not talking so big now, are you?
Wait, is this the fight? Jesus Christ! Agnes's voice actor did not get paid enough. Holy shit!
I grow bored with this. Better say your prayers. This ends.
Ah, damn it. That's right. There is technically a side quest behind it, but it's not really much of a quest.
It's happening again.
Get her!
Victor, I can't.
This is kind of horrific to watch.
Feared. We must seek treatment at once.
Hey, what?
Oh, they did no damage. I guess that was all bells and whistles and shit. Alright. I mean, hey, if you're just gonna let me walk into Eternian Central Command, I have no problem with this.
Where did they go?
Victor spoke of getting treatment.
Hello, sir. Could you give me a save point, please? Thank you very much. Alright. Not gonna lie, this might be one of the hardest fights in the game. In fact, this actually might be the hardest fight in the game. If I'm being entirely real with you. If it is them. I'm trying to remember how this goes. I feel like I remember there being like a blue exclamation mark around this point, but I don't really remember. Ah, this room.
Look.
What is that?
The beating heart of Eternian Central Command.
She would likely perish if we were to disturb her now.
Victor Escort? What is the meaning of this?
Cute.
Who or what exactly is that child?
Allow me to tell you a story, if I may.
More lore, perhaps?
In other words, you're stalling for time. Time enough to replenish Victoria's power.
No, that is not my intention. This treatment is merely a bid to save her life. Now, about that story. In truth, it is a tale of the not-too-distant past.
What is
Once
your
upon
deal?
a time, in a place not of this land, there was an orphan child suffering an incurable disease. Her name was Victoria.
Not of this land. You mean not in Eternia, I'm guessing. Unless there are multiple planets now. Could you imagine? Oh my god, that'd be fucking insane.
Abandoned by physicians and all around her, she simply waited upon her inevitable demise, all the while gasping in pain and despair. But hearing her voiceless pleas, the Lord Marshal took her in his arms and brought her back to Eternia.
My father did that?
Were it not for his lordship, her fragile life would have soon been snuffed out. I am sure you are well aware, Edea, but science and medicine in our lands have advanced greatly with the use of white magic. I was pulled from my studies on the Earth Crystal to treat her, and yet my treatments were still experimental, incomplete. She survived, but ill effects linger. Side effects graver still than her original condition. Fits like that you witness strike periodically.
Jesus.
And their frequency increases with each day. Violent turns of mood soon stripped her of any semblance of self-control. Each time her tiny form is racked with pain, I ask myself, knowing the result, would I still have intervened as I did?
God, I didn't realize he was actually guilty.
But
Damn.
either is my answer. As long as I draw breath, I will see that she does too. No matter how she suffers, I'll not allow her to die.
Wait, is he secretly fucked up? Did I somehow forget this plot point?
She is both my crime and my redemption. My ego, my joy. I dedicate my entirety to her, and know no greater pleasure.
Ah. He's definitely crazy. That's a shame.
What nonsense.
Holy shit, that was fast.
Really, Victor? That was so boring and really long, too.
Forgive me, Victoria. How do you fare now?
Back to my old self. But I don't think I could take another one of those fits. Now, let's take care of these fools once and for all.
Oh shit, well, here we go. Why is Edea shaking?
Twiddling your thumbs when you had a second chance to finish me. But
Oh,
that's
because she got
really
duped.
the fools I knew you were. Don't blame me. You're the ones who just dug their own graves.
Alright, time to beat the sense out of a child. Oh, okay, we still have some registration of their stats. Victor's weak to dark. We have no dark attacks. Never mind, there is no point in it. Okay, think. We need to play this smart, careful, and safe. Victoria's incredible magical attack power, various debuffs and ailments, and just an absolute pain in the ass. Victor is incredible amounts of buffs, curing, health recovery, and defenses. They are an unbelievably good duo, and they have a lot of health. So let's see what we can do to change that. Let's start by lowering Victor's health. Set this up. And let's get a glimpse of what his health is. 108k, still the same as before.
Think you're ready?
Bring it, bitch! Alright, 3,000, that's something. Uh-oh. Oh, that's terrifying. Oh, that is terrifying! Oh, no! Oh, what can we do? What can we do? There is nothing we can do. I am scared. Ring a Bell has Performer. We can buff people's magic defense. That's a thing. We want Victor gone first because he's the healer. He needs to get out of here. You. What can we get the best out of with Tiz? That works. Alright, that wasn't too bad. That was manageable. We definitely want to focus magic defense here. There's not much physical attack on the field for us right now. Honestly, there's no reason to even really bother. Yeah, alright, they're starting to double up on damage options. That's fine, because we fully heal with one Cura. That's right, why am I worried? We have unbelievable healing. Okay, what can we make happen here? Yeah, honestly, you know what? Let's get wild, shall we?
No turning back!
Let's do this shit. Rage Orb? What? Oh, fuck. Alright, so it begins. So that is Doom. When that timer counts down, they instantly die, no matter what. So we are in trouble. This is why we're having Anya's default. She can revive and heal in one turn. Let's go for... Do we have physical attack? Yes, we do. Okay. I think the thing we really have to worry about with Victoria is that she has a move that will instantly kill us if we're below a certain amount of health. So we need to keep our health high at all times, no matter what. Honestly, no real reason to bother healing Edea, because she's gonna die anyways. Oh, she also has one that kills us if we're poisoned. Fuck. Okay. What can we make happen? We really need Agnes to go first. Alright, don't fuck this up, kid. Fuck! Okay, that's awful. I think we just lost, straight up. I mean, it's theoretically possible if we go soon enough, but I highly doubt it. Oh, we go first.
You, a mere vessel, dare hinder my every move.
Who gives a shit? I'm working on stuff.
Years may be tragic indeed, but I cannot forgive what you've done. You stole the life of a dear friend from me. Vengeance?
Eh?
I can relate to that. I've no interest in the Grand Marshal's fancy idea.
What?
But we do agree on one thing: the need to crush the orthodoxy.
Why?
Total annihilation would be too easy on that. They'll all pay for what they did to me.
Oh. Because the Orthodoxy did this shit. Because why the fuck not? Classic separation of church and state. Poison, that's fine. Okay, we need to buff people's speed so Agnes can start going first. Ring a bell, that is your new job. Let's see. Start with Rush, because you are faster than Agnes. This should help. And then let's go for physical attack. Nice. Keep it up. Problem is, I'm currently playing a little bit too slow. Ring a Bell's going to run out of NP very quickly. We need to go more offensive. There is this, which could be incredibly useful. And honestly, I think it's worth a shot on Victor. But first, we're going to drop his physical defense. Nope, too low. Let's heal. You know, let's also get a quick glimpse at Victoria's house so we can keep track of that. Oh, she has way less. It's only got 94,000. Okay, that's workable. That's manageable. Why did you hit her? That is not who I meant for you to choose, but fine, whatever. Okay, go for speed. We can't afford to let her go first. Not so long as she has that poison trick. You're going to default too. We're going to set you up for a big turn in the future. Supercharge on Victor. That should be a good amount of damage. I could probably buff that higher if I was using Ring a Bell's physical defense increase. That's fine. You know what? If that's the case, then let's start working through the list, shall we? Let's see it. Only 3K. I was expecting a little bit more, I'll be honest. Okay, we need all hands on deck in terms of offense. I'm sorry, Agnes, we can't just have you only heal now. We need you to start doing damage. Victor, have you put up barriers? I know you can pull that shit. Okay, this might be a good time to use it. Nice. We're whittling him down. Come on. Okay, what are we working at here? Ring a bell. Fuck it. There's so much going on in this game, specifically, that it's like, it's hard for me to keep track of all my buffs. Oh, that's right. Wait, I have 100 of these. What am I worried about? All right, you're gonna start going for stomp, and we're gonna be playing a little bit risky with these attack stats, but it's gonna be fine. You only need 2. You just need Esunaga and Cure. Honestly, just Cure might be fine. We need to conserve that MP a little bit better. Okay. It's getting low. Let's have Ring a Bell take some time to start, like, upping our MP, because it is getting a bit low. We need endurance in this fight. Okay, Edea's down. That's fine. We have Agnes properly saved for this. That's why he's taking so much, because there's supposed to be a thing that lowers the cost of singing, so we should have had him as a performer. Damn it, I forgot about that. First you need to raise, then Esunaga, and then Kurada on Edea, and then follow up with Eroga. We're doing actually really well. Yeah, see, that's what we're worried about. He can do that as much as he fucking wants, so we need to overpower him in terms of raw damage output. Okay, who has what? Physical attack, physical defense, so on and so forth. So we need magic defense. You could recover Tiz, that'd be huge. Tiz, keep fucking up Victor. You have one job here, and you are doing it fantastically. Let's see. Agnes, just a little cure across the group. That's fine. This really is a fucking endurance match. God damn. Okay, he's low. He's going to start going for Kurata again soon. He just went for the aid thing to buff attacks, but he's not going to attack. I know he won't. He's not built like that. He's not meant to go in on damage. He's meant to support. And boy, is he good at that. Uh-huh. Yeah, you keep trying, bud. Okay, Tiz, she's changing it up a little bit. That's fine. Nobody's taking damage. This is fine. Just keep chipping away. Okay, I also gotta pay some attention to our MP. A little bit of light curing around, that's fine. Is low. God, he's so close. If we take these two out first try, like, I'm happy. I'm totally fine with that. Okay, don't bother healing Tiz. He's about to go down anyways. Let's set up some ethers on Anyas, because she's getting a little bit lower than I'd like. Guard. Tiz, just fucking get him. Okay, Tiz is down. Anyas. Nope, don't revive them. That would actually be the worst thing. I am begging you. Anything but that. You are free to do as you wish. And then Aroga on Victor. Let's do this. If I have a say about it, he's going down this turn. Come on, one more. Edea. Yes!
Forgive me, Victoria.
One left.
Oh, I didn't say you could die before me.
Okay. This just got a lot easier. She is made of paper. And we can make that even more of a problem for her. Actually, her magic defense is probably pretty good. Let's buff physical attack. Now, if I remember right, when Victor goes down, she's a lot more willing to get brutal, so she can start popping Braves soon. We gotta be careful of that. Because if she goes for group poison and exterminate in the same turn, there is nothing you can do. Huh. At least she's flimsy. Let's buff that magic defense. I got a bad feeling about this. Okay, we lowered her speed, so she's less likely to act first. That's good. You know what? Fuck it. Get a big hit in. Why not? Oh, shit. Right. Okay, MP is getting way too low. We gotta fix that now. Okay. If we can take these two out, we'll probably call it there if I'm real with you.
Let's start the show.
Because I'm gonna need time to grind up those classes. These are two of the best ones in the game. Like, genuinely. Possibly the two best, if I'm real with you. It depends on how you build, but seriously, they're indispensable for the late game. Ooh, you're about to kill my healer. That's a problem. Any chance Remedy works on this? I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. Nope, didn't work. Don't know why I'm surprised. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. We're just gonna have Ring a Bell default so we can start, like, curing in the same turn. I'm nervous, because once Anyas goes down, we're gonna have to make some risky plays. Oh, this idiot fucking wasted her turn. Thank God. Why did you brave then of all times? If you'd just gone full tilt while Anyas was down, we'd be dead. Thank you for being so bad at your job. There, like nothing even happened. Seriously, you could not have made a worse play. My God, that was amazing. Thank you! That was Victor convincing her from beyond the grave. Our love is strong. Let's pop this just to make sure everyone's doing good. Because I want to change up the music a little bit, because it fucking slaps. Alright, team. I don't like this. They're way too easy. Oh, this is worrying. I hate to think of what they're gonna be like if they somehow have a harder version. Because they are being way too lenient with us. There is so much more bullshit they could be throwing out. I think we got this. I think we're good. Take her out? Hell yeah! You kidding me? Oh, I've been waiting to do this the whole playthrough. Edea has come back from the dead to spite you before, and we will do it again. Oh, and Anya's Trail also avenge Olivia. Yeah, definitely. Totally didn't slip my mind. I think she's straight up dead. Yeah. Let's go. Child obliterated.
Not that I was that fond of him, but I did need his treatment.
I'll bet. Yeah, I'll bet.
Better this way. Now
Definitely not a father-daughter thing going on there.
Finally.
That is a bit fucked up, though. I will admit, that is very tragic. Learn the Feel No Pain support ability. That's a weird one. We got it. And we have two of the best classes. Like, I'm not gonna lie. With Victor's class, I guarantee you we can win any fight now. Straight up. Oh, and the Arcanist, because why not? What does it look like on the guys? Horribly goofy is what. I mean, it looks goofy in general. Why do they have a tail? I never understood that. Unleashes awesome power by combining black magic. Highest magic attack with the ability to absorb magic damage. Unbelievable MP, highest intelligence, master of rods. If you want to go for magic offense, this is the best class. But this one! Oh, this one! Control elemental force to support allies, has the most effective healing magic and favors staves. Also saves white magic NP. This class is how I beat the final boss. Straight up. You turn on auto battle, you have this thing spam Cura, you win. End of conversation. Woo! Let's hurry. You're damn right. What's wrong, Agnes? Why did you stop? Wait, Edea. Agnes needs a moment. We're almost to the Earth Crystal. We should hurry and awaken it. Everlast Tower is just ahead once we push through Central Command. Edea, my heart aches. I know what this must be like for you. I'm sorry. Agnes. Agnes, hurry! If we don't awaken that crystal, the whole world will get swallowed up in darkness! You can't possibly be any more... Why do you look so pissed? Eri, what the fuck? She is livid. We didn't come this far just to stop now, did we? There's only one to go. Awaken the Earth Crystal and it's all over. Let's go, Agnes. Together. The world is waiting for us to awaken this crystal. I know I must go. I know, but... Right? Everyone else in? I'll go. Of course we're coming. Good shit, team. Alright, chat. That's as far as we're going today. Because I'm going to do a lot more grinding off screen. And next week, we push into the real game. Oh, I have some shit planned. I have some stuff planned. Chat, let's find you guys someone to raid. While, Citra proceeds to lose it. Yee. God, my PC cannot handle a single thing beyond recording this. Ah, well, it's fine. Let's see. Is there anyone else streaming this today? I doubt it, honestly. But it's worth a check. Nope, just us. How about Pat? He might be live. No, shockingly. Alright, well, let's find someone doing Final Fantasy VII. Oh boy. That doesn't sound good. E-Rose Hime. Sure, why not? Chat, be nice and supportive. You all have a wonderful day. I'll see you again on Wednesday, where we might honestly move this game to then, just so I can keep the grinding on the down low. But, you all take care, and I'll see you guys again very soon. Goodbye!